Welcome back to the English Hustle Podcast. I'm Alex, and I'm here with my co-host, Maria. Today, we're diving into a really important topic, finding calm in chaos. With everything going on in our lives, it's so easy to feel overwhelmed. But there are practical strategies we can use to regain our sense of peace, even when things get hectic.
Exactly, Alex. Stress is a part of life, but how we handle it can make a big difference. In this episode, we'll explore various methods that can help us find that calm space, no matter how chaotic our surroundings might be.
To kick things off, I want to share a personal story. Last month, I was feeling really overwhelmed with work and personal responsibilities. I had a lot on my plate, and I could feel the stress building up. One evening, I decided to step outside for a walk. Just being in nature, away from screens and responsibilities, helped me breathe easier and think more clearly. That moment reminded me how important it is to find small pockets of calm in our busy lives.
That's a great example, Alex. I have a listener testimonial that echoes your experience. One of our listeners shared how she began practicing mindfulness during her lunch breaks. At first, it felt odd, but gradually it became a lifeline for her. She mentioned that just taking a few minutes to focus on her breath helped her reset and handle the rest of her day with more ease.
That's inspiring. Mindfulness really can transform how we experience stress. Later in the episode, we'll be joined by some experts and mindfulness coaches who will share their insights and tips on how to cultivate calm in our daily lives. So, stay tuned for that.
Absolutely. We're excited to share these strategies and help you find your own calm amidst the chaos. Let's dive in.
Welcome back. In this segment, we're going to cover some important vocabulary that will help us understand stress management and mindfulness better. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment, paying attention to your thoughts and feelings without judging them. It's a way to connect with what's happening right now rather than getting lost in worries about the past or future.
Absolutely. Next up is stress relief. This refers to techniques or activities that help you manage and reduce stress. When life gets chaotic, finding effective stress relief methods can make a huge difference in how we feel.
Exactly. Then we have breathing exercises. These are simple techniques that focus on your breath to help calm your mind and body. They can be done anywhere and are great for moments when you feel overwhelmed.
Another key term is meditation. Meditation is a practice that allows you to train your mind and increase awareness. It often involves focusing your attention, which can help create a sense of peace and clarity.
And let's not forget about self-care. Self-care is all about taking time for yourself to relax and recharge. It includes activities that nurture your physical, emotional, and mental health.
Great explanations, Alex. Each of these terms is important for finding calm amidst chaos. I encourage our listeners to jot these down as they will come up frequently in our main conversation.
Absolutely. Understanding these terms will provide a solid foundation as we dive deeper into how to manage stress and practice mindfulness. Let's keep going.
Welcome back to our main conversation. Today we're diving deep into practical methods for achieving calm, especially when life feels chaotic. One of the most effective tools we have is mindfulness meditation.
Absolutely. Mindfulness meditation helps us focus on the present moment, allowing us to step away from our chaotic thoughts. Even just a few minutes of this practice can help clear our minds and reduce stress.
Let's talk about deep breathing exercises next. These are simple but powerful techniques. By taking slow, deep breaths, we can lower our heart rate and calm our nervous system. It's a quick way to bring ourselves back to a more peaceful state.
Exactly. And creating a calming environment is another practical method. This can involve decluttering your space, using calming colors, or incorporating soothing scents, like lavender or chamomile. A peaceful environment can have a huge impact on our mindset.
Great points, Alex. Now let's get into the science behind these practices. When we engage in mindfulness or deep breathing, our bodies can lower the levels of stress hormones like cortisol. Studies show that these practices can enhance our overall mental health and well-being.
Yes. And the brain's structure can even change through mindfulness practices. Neuroplasticity allows our brains to adapt and reorganize, leading to improved emotional regulation over time. It's fascinating how our mental practices can literally reshape our brains.
To add more depth to our discussion, we have a special guest with us today, a mindfulness coach, to share insights and answer some common questions about finding calm amidst chaos.
Hi, everyone. I'm excited to be here and talk about the importance of mindfulness. One common question I hear is how to maintain a mindfulness practice in a busy life. It's all about starting small. Just a few minutes a day can make a difference.
That's a great tip. Now let's discuss some common challenges people face when trying to find calm. For example, many feel they don't have enough time to meditate or practice mindfulness.
Exactly. A good strategy is to integrate mindfulness into daily routines. This could mean practicing deep breathing while commuting or doing a short meditation before bed. It doesn't have to be a lengthy commitment.
That's right. Even small moments of mindfulness can help. Also, remind yourself that it's normal to feel distracted or restless at first. The key is to be patient with yourself.
Such valuable insights. As we continue this conversation, let's keep exploring practical strategies to overcome these challenges and cultivate a sense of calm in our lives.
Yes, let's dive deeper into more methods and experiences that can help our listeners find their own paths to calm. Now it's time for our short story segment. We're excited to share an inspiring story from one of our listeners about finding calm during a chaotic period in their life.
Yes, this story comes from a listener named Sarah. She faced a challenging time when she was juggling work, family responsibilities, and unexpected personal issues all at once. Let's hear how she navigated through that chaos.
Sarah began her story by sharing how overwhelming it felt at first. She said, "I was constantly stressed and anxious. I couldn't focus on my work and my relationships suffered. I knew I needed to change something but didn't know where to start."
That's when Sarah discovered the practice of mindfulness meditation. She started with just 5 minutes a day, focusing on her breath and allowing herself to be present in the moment. At first, it was challenging to quiet her racing thoughts.
She faced struggles, especially when trying to carve out that time. "I often felt guilty for taking time away from my responsibilities," Sarah explained. "But I reminded myself that taking care of my mental health was just as important."
Over time, Sarah noticed a significant change. She became more aware of her emotions and started using deep breathing exercises during stressful moments. She said, "Whenever I felt overwhelmed, I would pause, take a few deep breaths, and it made all the difference."
That's such a powerful takeaway. Sarah also shared that she began to create a calming environment at home by decluttering her space and adding soft lighting. This helped her feel more relaxed when she was at home.
As she continued her journey, Sarah emphasized the importance of small, consistent efforts. It wasn't about making drastic changes overnight. It was about the little things I did every day that added up, she said. This gradual approach allowed her to find calm amid the chaos.
And her progress didn't stop there. Sarah started sharing her experiences with friends and family, encouraging them to adopt similar practices. She realized that supporting each other created a community of calmness.
That's such an inspiring story. It reminds us that even in the busiest of times, we can find moments of peace. Small actions, like mindfulness and deep breathing, can lead to significant improvements in our mental well-being. That's such an inspiring story. It reminds us that even in the busiest of times, we can find moments of peace. Small actions, like mindfulness and deep breathing, can lead to significant improvements in our mental well-being. Let's keep this momentum going as we explore more strategies to find calm in the chaos of everyday life.
Welcome to our Fun Facts segment. Today we're diving into some surprising facts about mindfulness and its benefits for stress reduction. Are you ready, Alex?
Absolutely. Let's start with our first surprising fact. Did you know that practicing mindfulness can actually change the structure of your brain? Studies show that regular mindfulness practice can increase the thickness of the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making, attention, and emotional regulation.
That's fascinating. And it gets even better. Researchers found that mindfulness can decrease the size of the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for processing fear and stress. So by practicing mindfulness, you're not only reducing stress, but also changing how your brain reacts to it.
Exactly. Now let's talk about some studies. One significant study conducted by researchers at Harvard University found that participants who practiced mindfulness meditation for just 30 minutes a day showed a reduction in anxiety and stress levels within 8 weeks. Their brains actually changed, showing increased connectivity in areas related to attention and emotional regulation.
Wow, that's compelling evidence. And speaking of mindfulness practices, did you know that even short sessions can have an impact? Just 5 minutes of deep breathing or meditation can lower cortisol levels, which is the hormone associated with stress.
That's incredible. Now, let's make this segment a bit more interactive. How about a quick trivia quiz? I'll ask a question, and you can think about your answer.
Great idea. Here's the first question. What percentage of people who practice mindfulness report a significant reduction in stress levels? Is it A, 30%, B, 50%, or C, 70%?
Think about your answer. The correct answer is C, 70%. Many people who incorporate mindfulness into their lives experience significant stress relief.
Nice job, everyone. Here's another fun fact. Did you know that spending just 20 minutes in nature can enhance your mindfulness and improve your mood? A study found that being in natural surroundings can significantly reduce feelings of stress and anxiety.
And if you're looking for an easy way to practice mindfulness, here's a fun tip. Try mindful eating. This means paying full attention to the experience of eating. Notice the flavors, textures, and aromas of your food. This practice can help reduce stress and promote healthier eating habits.
Exactly. Mindful eating not only enhances your relationship with food, but also brings you into the present moment, making it a fantastic way to reduce stress.
All right. We hope you enjoyed these fun facts. Remember, mindfulness is not just about meditation. It can be integrated into many aspects of your daily life. Let's keep that in mind as we move forward in the episode. Hey, Jamie, you look a bit stressed. What's going on?
Oh, Alex, I just feel completely overwhelmed. I have so much on my plate right now, work deadlines, family commitments, and I just can't seem to find a moment to breathe.
I can see why you'd feel that way. It sounds really tough. Have you thought about taking a little time for yourself to find some calm?
I don't even know where to start. I feel like I have to keep pushing through everything, but it's exhausting.
How about we take a short break together? We can do a quick breathing exercise. It might help clear your mind.
That sounds nice, but I'm not sure it will make a difference.
Just trust me. Let's try it together. Sit comfortably and take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment, and now slowly breathe out. Let's do that a few times.
Okay, I feel a little better, but I still have so much to do.
I get it. But remember, finding calm doesn't mean ignoring your responsibilities. It's about taking small steps to manage your stress. Maybe we can talk about prioritizing your tasks together.
Yeah, that might help. I just feel like everything is urgent.
Let's break it down. What's the most pressing task on your list?
I guess it's the work project due next week.
Okay, let's focus on that first. What can you do today to make progress on it?
I can outline my ideas and set a plan for how to tackle it over the next few days.
That sounds like a solid plan. And remember to be kind to yourself. It's okay to take breaks and recharge. You're doing your best.
Thanks, Alex. I really appreciate your support. I often tell myself I should be doing better, but that just adds to my stress.
That's totally normal, but let's work on changing that self-talk. Instead of, I should be doing better, try saying, I am doing my best and that's enough.
That sounds much nicer. I'll give it a try.
Perfect. And if you ever feel overwhelmed again, just reach out. We can talk it out or even do some calming exercises together.
I will. Thanks for being such a good friend, Alex. It really helps to talk to you.
Anytime, Jamie. Remember, finding calm amidst chaos is a journey, and you're not alone in it. We can figure it out together. That conversation really highlights the importance of having someone to talk to when we feel overwhelmed. Supportive conversations should feel safe and non-judgmental. It's essential to listen actively and validate the other person's feelings.
Exactly. It's about creating a space where we can share our struggles without fear of being criticized. What's another key element?
Compassionate responses are crucial. Phrases like, I understand how you feel, or it's okay to feel this way, can really help the person feel supported, and we can encourage each other to practice positive self-talk.
What are some examples of positive self-talk we can use when we're stressed?
One good phrase is, I can handle this one step at a time. It reminds us that we don't have to do everything at once. Another could be, this feeling is temporary. It will pass.
I love that. It shifts the focus from overwhelming thoughts to manageable actions.
Exactly. We should always encourage ourselves to replace negative thoughts with affirmations that support our well-being. It's all about building resilience.
Thanks, Alex. This dialogue has been really helpful.
Happy to help, Jamie. Remember, finding calm is about practice and patience. Welcome back, everyone. Now let's take a moment to practice a mindfulness exercise that will help us ground ourselves in the present moment. This can be especially helpful when life feels chaotic. First, find a comfortable position. You can sit or lie down, whatever feels best for you. Close your eyes if you're comfortable, or keep a soft gaze on a spot in front of you. Now, take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely, and slowly exhale through your mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale deeply, hold it for a moment, and exhale, releasing any tension. As you continue to breathe slowly, pay attention to your body. Notice how it feels against the chair or the floor. Now, bring your awareness to your feet. Feel them connected to the ground. Imagine roots extending from your feet into the earth, grounding you and providing stability. Next, move your focus up to your legs, your hips, your back, and your shoulders. Are you holding any tension there? If so, as you breathe out, imagine that tension melting away. Now, let's bring our awareness to the present moment. What do you hear around you? Perhaps the sound of your breath or distant noises. Just notice them without judgment. Finally, take one last deep breath in and slowly let it out. When you're ready, gently open your eyes and bring your awareness back to the space around you. Remember, you can return to this exercise anytime you need to find calm.
Now that we've grounded ourselves, let's move on to a journaling exercise. This will help you reflect on your feelings during chaotic times and identify the calming techniques that work for you. 1. Reflect on a chaotic moment. Think of a recent time when you felt overwhelmed. Write down what happened and how it made you feel. 2. Identify triggers. What specific thoughts or situations triggered your stress during this time? Write those down. 3. Calming techniques. Next, think about what you did, if anything, to find calm in that situation. Did you take a walk, listen to music, or talk to a friend? List any techniques that helped you feel better. 4. Future strategies. Finally, write down 1 or 2 techniques you'd like to try next time you feel chaotic. These can be things we've talked about today, or any other strategies you find helpful. Take a few minutes to write down your thoughts. This exercise can be a powerful tool to help you understand your feelings and discover what brings you peace.
Great job, everyone. Now let's wrap up this practice session with some practical tips for incorporating calmness into your daily routines, even with a busy schedule. 1. Set aside me time. Dedicate a few minutes each day to yourself. It can be as simple as enjoying a cup of tea quietly or going for a short walk. 2. Create a calming space. Find a corner in your home where you can relax. Add items that make you feel calm, like candles, plants, or cozy blankets. 3. Use reminders. Set reminders on your phone to take short breaks during the day. Use these moments to practice deep breathing or stretch. 4. Limit overwhelm. Identify tasks that drain your energy and see if you can delegate or postpone them. It's okay to say no sometimes. 5. Practice gratitude. End your day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple practice can shift your focus from stress to positivity. Remember, finding calm is about small, consistent efforts. You don't have to do it all at once. Each step you take counts.
Thanks for joining us in this practice session. We hope these exercises and tips help you find calm amidst chaos in your daily life. Wow, what an incredible episode. Let's take a moment to recap what we've discussed today about finding calm amidst chaos. We explored various practical strategies like mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, and the importance of creating a calming environment. We also learned about the science behind how these practices can help us manage stress better and improve our overall well-being.
That's right. We shared inspiring stories of how people have found their calm during tough times and talked about the power of small, consistent efforts in making a difference. Remember, it's all about finding what works best for you and incorporating those techniques into your daily life.
Exactly. Now, as we wrap up, I encourage each of you to try one or two of the calming techniques we discussed this week. Maybe it's setting aside a few minutes for mindfulness or creating a cozy corner at home where you can unwind. Whatever it is, we'd love to hear your experiences. Feel free to share them with us on social media or send us a message. Your stories inspire others.
Before we finish, let's share a hopeful message. Remember, cultivating calm is a journey, not a race. It's okay to take small steps and to be patient with yourself as you navigate through stressful moments. Every little bit counts, and with time, those small changes can lead to significant improvements in your mental well-being.
Thank you for joining us today on this journey to finding calm in chaos.
And don't forget to tune in next week for our next episode, where we'll dive into the art of letting go. We'll explore how releasing attachments and practicing forgiveness can lead to greater peace and happiness in our lives.
Until then, take care of yourselves and remember to find those moments of calm amid the chaos. See you next time.